Good morning, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today is Wednesday, May 6th, and it is 6:30, a little bit after in the morning. I have been up since 5 because my pain has been waking me up in the hospital, to be honest with you. And I was due for morning medications. They do them really early here. They also start really early with rounds and stuff here compared to the other hospital I was at. So I end up staying up more. And I'm really tired and really weak, and the pain's still pretty bad, but so yesterday was an interesting day. It was an extremely stressful day. Let me put y'all over here. This angle was good before. So, originally yesterday morning, two doctors and my nurse were telling me that I was going home, that there was nothing else anybody could do for me here, and that I would be better off at home. And obviously that did not go over really well. Like, on one hand, don't get me wrong, I want to go home. I don't want to be here, especially with the coronavirus. It is scary. My family can't be here. I haven't seen them since Sunday. And I didn't even know when I left Sunday that I wouldn't be back. I really thought it was going to be in and out. So, no, I don't want to be here, but I also don't want to go home and then have to turn around in 24 to 48 hours because I can't deal with the pain. Blood pressure is going higher and, you know, all the stuff. And the issue with the blood pressure being so high, just like in perspective, it's not just high. I'm getting other symptoms like difficulty breathing, and then also really severe chest pain at times. Sometimes it does move down my arms, or into at least the shoulders, so it's just not pleasant at all. And it's just the combination that can be scary, because I think it was yesterday or the day before. All your days run together in the hospital, I will promise you that eventually. My blood pressure was about 220 over like 116, so that's like ridiculously and scary high. So that's one of the reasons I was just not super comfortable, but it was just all chaotic, and nobody was really giving me a plan with going home. I'm being told I'm going home, but I'm not told when I would need to come back. It's kind of like, oh, you're good, you can just go home and stay home. Well, I need to know, like, if I were to be seen again, like, what symptoms would I come in for, and what else can I do at home, and anything I was asking, they were like, oh, well, you're on meds at home. I'm like, well, yeah, but if they helped, I wouldn't be here. So, it was pretty chaotic, and I had to do something super outside my comfort zone, after talking to, because I wasn't sure, like, they wanted me to consult with Rhumatology, but nobody could tell me if or when they were coming. So then we had the conversation, okay, should I just sign myself out and leave, go home and risk it? Or should I figure out a way to get better treatment? So we went with the latter one because it seems like the safest thing to do, because we don't really have an earthly clue what we're dealing with. We don't know, did we miss something on a scan or what's going on? So we really felt like if I went home yesterday that I was going to end up right back here. And I don't ever leave the hospital feeling super strong or anything, but I like to have some improvement, and at least not have all the same symptoms, you know, that I came in with. I'd like something to improve. So, So the patient advocate wasn't like super helpful, but he was a little bit helpful, so I'm very thankful about that. He just basically called the doctor and the nurse. I don't know if he's just like that she's not feeling like she's getting care or whatever. I don't really know how the conversation went, but I just feel like sometimes I get a little bit neglected and pushed to the side because of my age. People don't look at my disabilities or my chronic illnesses, and they're like, oh, she's 26, she should be able to do A, B, and C, and that's not always the case. And it's a struggle to have to try to do everything on your own, because I feel like maybe they're short-staffed, and I'm trying to do everything that I would usually have help for by myself, and it's not easy, and a lot of stuff just doesn't get done. So you have to be very flexible, I guess. So rheumatology did finally come in, and I really like this rheumatologist. She works with mine. She's very compassionate and she listens pretty well. So we went over like everything, all the things. She was here for a while, which I was very thankful for. She wants to check for infections. Any of my labs that are like thrown off, they're pretty off, but they're also very non-specific. So like my platelets are extremely high. They were kind of high and now they've gone up. So, I mean, that doesn't really answer much of anything, but it is a fun fact, right? So, yeah, she ordered all the labs. We went over like different options of what else we could do for inflammation. We went over which diseases could be flaring or to blame or just even contributing to it. If nothing else, contributing to the pain, because that's been pretty bad. And it's not like my normal pain. It's kind of weird pain, so I don't even know sometimes how to describe it. It's like my torso area hurts, which I've had before, but it's not like the pain feels just so different. So I mean, that's pretty difficult too, because you're dealing with all this new pain, and it makes it harder for me to like put my input in, because some people have asked, well, what do you think is going on? I'm like, I wish I knew, because I would have shared it already, because I usually have a working theory or two. That's just how things have been, because when you're rare and you're like, oh, okay, I know this or that, and you try to help out the doctors as much as possible. So I think like they were hoping I had something, and I don't know what's going on. So after I'd seen her, she called back. She called my room and I forgot her name, and I was like, who is this? But she decided, after speaking with my rheumatologist, my endocrinologist, and the house doctor, that I was going to get a stress dose of steroids, and then we're switching from prednisone to another steroid. I don't remember the name though. And it's supposed to be easier for my body to break down and absorb, so I'm hoping. But I mean, I'm really nervous because I've been on prednisone since I was a freshman in college, so I think 2013 time frame. I wasn't consistently on it in the beginning, but I've been on and off prednisone for a while, and especially with my mast cell and stuff, so it's very nerve-wracking. But it was like, if this is a switch that y'all would really like to do and you think it would be very beneficial, I would be more comfortable doing it here, because heaven forbid something happens, I'm here. So, and then we're waiting on gastro to come, and who else? Somebody that the house doctor ordered that's supposed to be like a physical therapist, I think, because the way I walk, I've been hearing a lot of complaints about the way that I walk. And I know like strength, they'll probably want to strength test me and whatever again. And then who else? There's somebody else that's supposed to be coming. I don't remember them. All of a sudden they feel really tired. Yeah, so I think those were the main points from yesterday. I mean, the pain, I was able to get my meds switched to my partial regular medicine. It's not like it's not the same, but it is, like, the dosing's different. But, just hoping that it helps enough. And I'm hoping that the gastro's got, like, some insight about what's going on. The abdominal pain's definitely not the worst that I've ever had, but it's definitely there. I want to make sure that I would like to be able to get medication to help me eat. This way I can rule out having an underlying GI thing, because that was the other thing rheumatology said. She's like, it could just be your ulcerative colitis again and like the mast cell, which is not a very fun combination. But alright, I think that's it. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon.